Alrighty there. Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. It's Mr. Bowling again, and we're going to be hitting Amendments 4 through 8 due process today. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so Amendments 4 through 8 are going to be what's called due process. Now, due process is simply the process that must be followed if you're accused of a crime before you are sent to prison. All right, there is a process that must be followed legally, constitutionally. They got to do it. All right, and there's 5 steps to it. That's why it's 4 through 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So moving on. Again, fair treatment for those accused of crimes. It is a process that must be followed by law enforcement and the justice system before you could end up penalized or in prison. All right, and the process starts with Amendment number 4, protection against unreasonable searches and seizures, warrants. Now, this is very simple. You've probably seen this before. Police officer knocks on somebody's door, and then he goes ahead and shows a paper that says, "We have a warrant to search the premises." All right. So the police officers must present a warrant in order to search your belongings, your house. And if they do not present a warrant, then the search is illegal. Now, on certain occasions, police officers actually don't need to use a warrant. These are what are called probable cause, in which case the police officer has a probable cause, a very reasonable belief that there's a crime being committed at that exact moment. So notice the word unreasonable search and seizure. All right, talk about more in a second. Amendment number 5 is the next amendment, and it talks about double jeopardy. A, you can't be tried for the same crime twice. All right, can't happen. Very simple explanation. Let's say that you get accused of robbing a bank and you're found not guilty. The government can't go ahead and try you again until they find you guilty. Once you're not guilty, boom, done, over. All right, you cannot be forced to testify against yourself. All right. So this brings the phrase, "I plead the fifth." You have the right to remain silent. And it is our civic duty to serve. All right, civic duty to serve our government. On jury duty, sorry, civic duty for jury duty. All right. Now, of course, do teachers need a warrant to search through a student's backpack? The answer to this is actually no. All right, and we'll have a brief discussion why. But basically, the gist of it is if a teacher or principal suspects or is told that a student may have a harmful material, we must act. But we have to have a good probable cause. All right, that's the phrase we got to use. A good reason to search is AKA a probable cause, which means probably we know that you're doing something bad at that exact moment. Now, if we can't guarantee that we probably know that, then it's not the same. And of course, the reason for this is we have to, if it's something that could endanger other students, then we have to take actions at that moment. Same reason why police officers will not need a warrant in certain situations. Same reason applies here. Here's how we remember the Fourth Amendment. Very simple. Go ahead and give me 4 fingers, turn it into a fist, and when a police officer presents a warrant, he has to knock on your door. So then they have to present the warrant, fold your fingers down, and knock. Freedom from search without a warrant. Other way to remember the Fourth Amendment, I have a warrant for your search. Haha, get it? A warrant for your search. Again, Fourth Amendment, they got to have a reason to search you. All right, Fifth Amendment, you have the right to remain silent. So do me a favor, give me 5 fingers. Give me 5 fingers, 5 fingers. Cover your mouth. Because again, you have the right to not talk, not give up yourself if you don't want to. Self-incrimination, double jeopardy, and the right to due process. All right, Amendments 6 through 8. Let's quickly knock these out. All right, Amendment number 6. People have a right to a speedy trial by jury for criminal cases and a right to a lawyer. Very simply put, if you get accused of a crime, you have the right to a trial by jury. There's actually two options here, jury or judge. You have the right to a jury of your peers, which means what? What is a jury of your peers? Now, if 6 is going to be criminal cases, then 7 is going to be not criminal cases. Can someone give me an example of a not criminal case? We got here example, car crash. What is another case that can be brought against you? So again, bingo. 7, people have the right to a jury trial in civil cases, basically cases for money. All right? That's what they're talking about there. Money, 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 money. You can be sued for a number of things that involve property, money, etc. I like to say that this is going to be Judge Murder up here versus Judge Judy down here. Final amendment we got to talk about is amendment number 8, which says excessive high bail, cruel and unusual punishment are forbidden. The punishment must fit the crime. So let's discuss. What is an example of a punishment that does not fit the crime, a punishment that is cruel or unusual? By the way, bail is what you pay in order to get out of jail while you're awaiting your trial. All right. If you can't afford your bail, you have to sit in jail and wait for your trial there. All right. But let's discuss real quick cruel and unusual punishments, punishments that would not fit the crime. All right, remember, it is your civic duty to serve on jury duty. You may have to be a juror to see if someone on trial is guilty or not guilty. Remember, again, in order for everyone to have jury trial, a jury of your peers, 12 people have to actually go to jury duty. And they have to serve as your jury, decide your fate. All right, and some people get called on jury duty. That is a civic duty. It is something that guarantees our right to trial by jury. All right, boom. What does a speedy trial mean? Go. Again, you have a quick trial. You cannot be in jail a long time for your trial. Boom. Did King John from England give people due process for treatments of accused criminals? Did King George give people due process? Did any of the kings give people due process? Go. No. Again, they did not allow trials. They took away homes. They killed people. All right. Amendment 6 and 7 both deal with what? Go. All right. They are both trial cases. 6 is criminal cases. 7th is civil cases. Jury judge decides if you're guilty or not. All right. Which amendment protects you from cruel and unusual punishment? Go. The 8th is correct. Can you get life in jail for stealing gum? No. Punishment must fit the crime. All right, here's how we remember 6th Amendment. Again, give me 5 fingers, put one to a fist, and the point of your watch. Because you have a right to a speedy trial. It has to happen when you want the trial to happen. Quickly, quickly, quickly. You don't want to sit in jail forever. 7th Amendment. All right, 7th, civil. 7th, civil. I say 7th, you say civil. All right, remember, 7th is civil cases. All right, 8th Amendment. Very simple, give me 8 fingers. Go and put them like this behind your back. Because remember, when you are arrested, they cannot do weird things to cruel and unusual punishment or put too high a bail on you. Those are things they cannot do. All right, guys. So that pretty much sums up everything. Should be easy for you guys to knock out the exit ticket now. Go ahead and get that done and then work on anything you are missing. Because remember, grades are going to be due Friday.